I know that Cirilo's work references history, and it's something that actually happened. But the way he tells the narrative of history is very loose. Like, it kind of brings forth images or visuals of different things that aren't actually associated with the event itself. He also uses a very strictly structured way of writing. So it's kind of a contradiction wherein he tells the story loosely, but his words are like grouped together into quatrains. And I find this quite interesting. Gab Brioso. I graduated in Benilde in 2017. Currently, I've been working in a field called interaction design, and my fascination in design has always been about the intersections of digital and analog art. I think Cirilo Bautista's work for me was quite contemplative, and in such a way that whenever I tried to create interventions, intervening his words or his work, I try to do it invisibly. In my experience, reading through Telex Moon was sort of this like gradient of experiences that actually leads to a termination, wherein in the backmost part of the zine, it's actually the darkest color. Whenever I try to interpret metaphors, I find it quite hard to manifest or give form to his metaphors, basically. So what I tried to do was I didn't try to create symbolisms, visual symbolisms of his words, but I tried to look at it in a structure. That's where I started. As you can see, my whole zine is, organized by 4 voids, which is sort of a allegory or an allusion to those quatrains. So each quatrains was grouped in sort of like a quadrant, wherein it's interconnected because the moment I read through his quatrains, it sort of like falls seamlessly into the other. So in my experience, there wasn't any abrupt stops. It was like dreaming, wherein it's spontaneous, the process of dreaming. I think his work actually tries to approach certain scenarios in time, but at the same time doesn't actually try to address it. He sort of tries to unravel it by giving more layers to that event. And I guess it's something that one should think about, especially if you're part of the design industry. I guess my message would be something like, I think text isn't something that you can interpret so literally. I think it's okay to generate more what-ifs or questions when you read texts like Cirilo Bautista's. And this is actually something that can open up more trajectories. Coming from a person in the design industry, I think it's more important to explore these trajectories and avenues rather than sticking to like solutions or creating frameworks to approach certain problems or certain scenarios. So yeah, I guess that's it.